Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. Here, history began to breathe. Many human firsts appeared here. Imagine a time before cities, writing, and kings. Mesopotamia changed all of that, from roaming bands to settled societies. This transformation was driven by human spirit. Complex societies and organized religion were born, art blossomed, and technology advanced rapidly. The Mesopotamians were pioneers. They built great structures and wrote down their thoughts. Their story is one of human ambition. We look back at Mesopotamia with awe. We see the seeds of our own world. Their struggles and triumphs were vast and grand. This essay will explore that ancient world. We will journey to the great rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. We will understand why history began there. Mesopotamia, the land between the rivers. The Tigris and Euphrates were its lifeblood. They carried rich, fertile silt, renewing the land yearly. This fertile strip became the Fertile Crescent, a lush oasis surrounded by deserts and mountains. Early humans found life-giving water and abundant food. The land's abundance was irresistible. Before this, people were hunter-gatherers. But in Mesopotamia, something changed. This fertile land offered stability. The dream of a permanent home began. They learned farming, planting wheat and barley. They domesticated animals like sheep and goats. This was the Neolithic Revolution, a profound, world-altering shift, no longer solely dependent on the hunt. They became dedicated food producers. This was the true dawn of settled life. Small villages grew into mighty city-states. Each city was like a small kingdom with its own ruler. Great cities like Ur and Uruk rose from the plains. The Sumerians were the first architects of this urban world. They arrived in southern Mesopotamia around 4000 BCE. Their lasting impact is undeniable. They were inventive problem solvers and masterful organizers. Sumerians gave the world many firsts. They invented the wheel and developed the plow. They built the first known cities and monarchies. Their ingenuity was boundless. They built complex irrigation systems. In these bustling cities, life thrived. There were priests, kings, scribes, and merchants. Farmers worked the fields. Artisans crafted tools. Temples, called ziggurats, stood tall, dedicated to deities. Perhaps the Sumerians' greatest gift was writing. They developed cuneiform, a script with wedge-shaped marks. Initially for record-keeping, it evolved to tell stories. The Mesopotamians were brilliant mathematicians. They developed a sexagesimal system based on 60. We see its legacy in our timekeeping and geometry. They understood algebra and were keen astronomers. They charted stars and planets, predicting eclipses. They developed an accurate lunar calendar for agriculture. Mesopotamian architecture was grand. They built massive ziggurats, symbols of power. They used sun-dried mud bricks, skillfully developing arches and domes. Their cities were fortified with walls. They also created codes of law. No civilization lasts forever, and Mesopotamia was no exception. Internal strife and warfare weakened it. Centuries of irrigation led to soil salinization. Environmental issues impacted food production. Invaders like the Akkadians, Babylonians, Assyrians, and Persians came. Each absorbed Mesopotamian culture, adding their own layer. The Sumerian language faded, but its spirit lived on. Despite its fall, Mesopotamia's legacy is profound. It echoes through millennia. The invention of writing, the concept of law and math began there. Their inventions changed human history. The cradle of civilization, indeed, it rocked humankind into a new age. Its achievements were foundational. They provided building blocks for future civilizations. We stand on the shoulders of pioneers.